This conference will now be recorded.
So in this session, our agenda is to explain the portfolio standard structure, which is having the portfolio definition and buckets to prepare to create the complete structure of your portfolio. So in previous sessions, we understood the basics of EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management, where we know that there are three major modules. Combinedly, we are calling it as a EPPM. First is a PS, then PPM, and then CPM. So here in the portfolio project management, when we are creating any portfolio structure, it is based on the requirement of your organization, how they want to structurize as per requirement of their business process and the reporting. Okay, so in previous sessions already we understood that. So here we will understand how we can create a portfolio standard structure. Okay, and then we'll understand the functions of buckets in SAP PPM. Okay, so when we are creating a SAP portfolio standard structure, which is having portfolio definition and portfolio buckets, so the functionality, what are the major functionality we are having in the bucket? Okay, then we will understand how we can create a portfolio structure in SAP Fiori. Okay, so first of all, when we are going to implement SAP PPM, okay, then question comes, what is the major benefit we are getting from PPM S/4HANA? Okay, so as we know that in portfolio project management, we are having two component. One is a PFM, that is a portfolio, and another is a project management. Okay, so the portfolio management, it is helping us to submit the project proposals, and it is helping us to prioritize them. Okay, and with the current project portfolios and monitor and review their progress in the later stage. So portfolio management, how it is helping? Whenever you are going to create any proposal or any idea or any initiative, so before even starting of your actual project, you can do the analysis, you can do the pre-investment analysis whether you want to go with this idea or proposal or not. Okay, and once it is firm, once you are confirmed that yes, we are going for this particular proposal, then you will confirm it and then you will take it forward for the project execution. So in project execution, you can do it in project management in SAP PPM or in SAP project system. Okay, so here when you are taking it to the project management, so what is the major benefit which we are getting from the project management part? That is a here project management, it is managing the project task and timelines while identifying critical paths, assigning resources and tracking progress. So here project management majorly we are using for the scheduling perspective, okay, and the resource planning. Okay, so as we know in the portfolio project management, we don't have any account assignment object. Further, to manage your project processes, you need to take it into any account assignment side, like whether it is internal order or the project system objects. Okay, and then third, it is helping us in the resource management. Okay, so you can do the staffing of the resources on your project based on the qualification, based on the required location, and based on the availability of your resources. Okay, further going forward, let me just explain one business case so that it will help us to map the business process here. Okay, and we can correlate the creation of portfolio structure in the same form. So in my previous examples also, I have taken this example here, the Godrej Group, which is having three subsidiaries. First is a Godrej Infotech, then Godrej Consumer Product, and then Godrej Properties. So here Godrej Properties is having its vision and mission, and to complete this vision and mission, your strategic department has defined some business strategies, and these business strategies are helping us to achieve vision and mission of the organization. Okay, and here these are the strategic rule. Okay, so business strategy is nothing, it's just a defining of a strategic rule which is helping us to achieve our vision and mission of the organization. So whenever we are going for any any proposal selection or any project selection, any idea selection, it has to be aligned with your organization strategic rule. Okay, it has to be aligned with your business strategy of the organization so that you can achieve the vision and mission of organization. So we used to say it has to be aligned with the organization strategy. It has to be aligned with the organization objectives. So it is going by a strategic rule. Okay. So here the portfolio project management, the portfolio management portion. Here we are having the functionality where we can analyze our proposals in the different form. Success factor you can calculate based on the questionnaires, based on the scoring models. Okay, and a later stage you can review it. Okay, you can calculate the KPIs, different KPIs. We are already having inbuilt formulas. We are having inbuilt procedures where the system is calculating all the KPIs, or you can implement your own. Okay, so finally system is helping us here to calculate the KPIs and then success factors, and then you can analyze your requirement in the review. Okay, and then you will come to know how exactly this proposal is going to align with my organization strategies or organization objectives. So here PPM is helping us to align portfolio with corporate goals. Then it is helping us the selection of suitable project based on the success factor. Okay, so here if you are going with the multiple projects to analyze, okay, in that case you can wherever we are getting the more success factor, it means this project is more suitable for us, this proposal is more suitable for us. Real-time visibility of financial plan and actual data. So here in the system you can plan the values. Okay, you will get actual data from the integrated account assignment object. Here it is helping us in resource planning and visibility of resources, and then it is helping us then alignment with other business perspective also. So other areas where we are going to integrate with other objects through object link, it is helping here. So here PPM is helping us to align portfolio with corporate goals. That is the major benefit which we are getting. So when we are taking it forward to understand what is portfolio structure here. So let's say you have already decided that you are going to implement SAP PPM. Okay, so the first thing, the first master data is portfolio standard structure. It has to be created. This portfolio standard structure will have portfolio definition and objects and the buckets. So here portfolio definition, which is providing the umbrella of all the object which will be created in upcoming business processes, which will be created in upcoming transactions, and then you can say whatever the functionality you are applying on the definition, it will be copied to its subordinate objects also. Okay, so here it's umbrella where all the functionality will be kept. So in this example, let's say portfolio for the Godrej group. Okay, this Godrej group we have created as a portfolio definition, and in next level we can create a buckets. Okay, so here in this example I have created multiple buckets at level 1. Okay, so if you see here Godrej Infotech, I have created level 1, and then properties, Godrej property also, that is also level 1, and Godrej consumer product, that is also level 1. What we can do to summarize all the financial data, we can have one common bucket here. Okay, so let's say Godrej group. So this Godrej group itself can be created as a portfolio bucket. So that will be level 1, and further we can create Godrej Infotech, Godrej property, and Godrej consumer product second level buckets. Okay, and further this Godrej properties can be subdivided into commercial project and residential project. So I have just taken a here example, but here in my system I'll create only this second level, till second level only. So first is Godrej group, and then we will create Godrej Infotech, Godrej properties, and Godrej consumer product. Okay, it is depend on you, or it is depend on your requirement how you need to create. In some of cases you can directly create a portfolio definition for Godrej Properties. Let's say only the Godrej Property as a company, they are implementing SAP PPM. Okay, they are going to implement SAP PPM, or they are going to use the SAP PPM. So in that case, this Godrej Properties will be created as a portfolio definition, and further we can create a first level bucket, then second level bucket as an individual department, or whatever the way you are creating. So it is depend, like you can create based on the organization structure, you can create based on the reporting perspective, or you can create based on the type of project sometime. Okay, so it is purely depend what is the way how you are going to manage your reportings. Okay, here portfolio definition, why we are creating separately? If you don't want to share your data to common team, in that case you can keep it separate. We will understand it in the upcoming sessions. Next, here understand the portfolio definition. Okay, so here portfolio definition is standard structure. As we understood that portfolio standard structure is having portfolio definition and multiple level of bucket. Okay, level 1, level 2, level 3 likewise. So portfolio definition or portfolio is the highest structure object with portfolio structure. Okay, so that is the first object which you need to create. And here portfolio is a group of portfolio items that is managed in a coordinated manner in order to achieve company's objective at any given period of time. Okay, so here portfolio is a group of portfolio items. You can say proposal, projects, initiative, or ideas. That is a group of all these to achieve the organization goal in a particular given period of time. Portfolio reflect the strategic structure of a company. There could either be one portfolio for the overall company or different portfolios reflecting independently managed areas. So in my example, I can create a portfolio as a group, Godrej Group, or we can create a different portfolio for different legal entities like Godrej Consumer at separate, Godrej Infotech is separate, and Godrej Properties is separate. Here, one portfolio is a single entity and not relevant to independent. One portfolio is a single entity and not related to other portfolios. So whatever the objects, whatever the information details you are having within one portfolio, it is limited to that only. You cannot directly take it to another portfolio to share it. Okay. So this is a portfolio definition. Then further, when we are going here, portfolio buckets. So when we are creating a portfolio bucket, the first thing you should have portfolio definition, then only you can create. Okay, without having portfolio definition, you cannot create a portfolio bucket. So in this example, portfolio definition, first we need to create, then one by one as per level we need to create a different levels of bucket here. So at first level I kept one bucket, and further we kept next level of bucket. So portfolio structure can be set up with the portfolio bucket according to the organization structure, or based on the functional process, or based on the product of the company. Okay, so here you can create based on the organization structure, or based on the functional process, or based on the product. The budget or resources can be allocated on a bucket level according to the area where you want to invest it. Okay, so individually when you are going to structurize this portfolio, okay, you can keep it based on the organization structure. Let's say as per the department wise, project department, IT department, CRM department, sales department. Okay, you can keep it all. Like if you are thinking broadly as a group of companies, then further individual companies will be created as a bucket, and then further whatever the individual divisions or departments we are having in that respective companies, respective legal organization, then you can keep further level of buckets. And or you can keep it based on the functional process. Okay, let's say if you are in the same organization, and let's say if it is a utility company which is having different divisions, like one is a transmission and another is a, let's say, generation. Okay, so generation may be a separate bucket and transmission will be a separate bucket. Okay, and here next bucket consists of set of portfolio item. Each bucket is a part of the overall portfolio structure. So always bucket will be within the portfolio definition only. Okay, and here bucket will consist a similar portfolio item at one place. So here a bucket is always related to portfolio. Aggregated financial and capacity planning can be performed on bucket, and same can be compared with the planning data of the item. So here we can do the financial planning and capacity planning at level of bucket, and then same will be rolled up to the next level of bucket. A reporting cockpit per bucket provides information about the portfolio items within the portfolio bucket. So when we are creating bucket, we can check all the items which are which have been assigned or which have been created, processed under that particular bucket. These are the functions of portfolio bucket. Okay, so whenever you are going to create a bucket, first you need to set the currency. Okay, here. So individual bucket at last level, you can have a separate currency. Okay, set financial period breakdown, how you want to see your financial values monthly or let's say year wise. Accordingly, you need to select the period breakdown, and then the bifurcation of financial and capacity values will be available here. Similarly for the capacity, here set financial planning start and finish date. Okay, and then set demand planning start and finish date. This has to be defined here. You can plan the values of financial values. Here you can plan the values, you can plan the forecast values, and you can get actual values from the integrated object here. Okay, similarly in bucket you can plan the demand. Okay, and you will get actual values. You will get actual values from the capacity from the integrated objects also. Okay, you can upload the ppm document. You can upload the document directly to the bucket, or you can integrate dms document also. Here you can check the bucket dashboard and bcv reports. We are having analytical reports also here in S4HANA. This is the portfolio structure in SAP PPM. Here in standard portfolio structure, we are having only the portfolio definition and the bucket. Further, how the process flow is being taken forward here. Let's say these are the organization objectives where all the requirements are listed, and then accordingly you have set up your portfolio structure, which is having portfolio definition and then next level of bucket. And let's say if any proposal is coming, for that you are creating initiative. So here to fulfill, to finish, to complete this proposal, you may require a multiple project. So here multiple project you can execute. Let's say here I've taken example portfolio item 1 and portfolio item 2, and then you are having a choice whether you want to transfer into PS project or to PPM project. Okay, so this we will understand in upcoming sessions how we are going to manage it. Okay, and what is the major criteria to decide whether you should go for the PS or PPM project. Okay, so here let me show you in the system how you can create a portfolio standard structure. So let me log into the system here. This is our system. Okay, Fiori system. So here first we are going to create portfolio standard structure. To create a portfolio standard structure, you need to come here in project management office group. Okay, here you need to come. So here you will see this one app, portfolios. Okay, you click here, and these are the portfolios which are created in this system. Okay, here you can see the portfolios. Okay, and this we are calling it as a portfolio dashboard. So this portfolio dashboard is having portfolio name. This is the ID who has created it, what is the type of portfolio, what is the currency, what is the financial period breakdown, capacity period breakdown. All the details will be available here. Status, whether it is active or inactive, capacity period breakdown you can see. And here you will see classification hierarchies. This classification hierarchy concept we'll understand in next session. So when we are going to create a portfolio here, first we need to click here on the portfolio, create portfolios. Okay, you click here, and here you need to select portfolio type. Okay, you select portfolio type. Here I'm selecting one existing portfolio type called information technology. Okay, or let's say just a second, real estate portfolio. Okay, let me select this one, real estate portfolio. Okay, and then further go to continue. So here I'll say it's Godrej properties. Godrej group of companies. Okay, and here Godrej. And here you can enter the detailed description. Okay, and this status is active. Okay, and then save it. Once you will save, some more tabs will be activated here. Okay, so here these are the tabs, and within individual tab you will see some sub tabs. Okay, overview, which is having general information, classification hierarchy. Under the item you will see all the items which will be created in later stage. Similarly, in initiative you will see the initiative which will be created within buckets. Okay, so here in initiative subtabs you will see all initiatives. Here you will see active initiatives. Here you will see the initiatives which have been created as a proposals and which are active. Similarly, here active escalation you will see the initiatives which have been created as a proposal and they are active. Okay, similarly, here inactive initiatives will be available, and here released initiatives. Okay, so let's say if you have created some initiatives and as a escalation, if you have selected as a escalated, then these initiatives will be available here. And once you are deselecting this escalation, automatically it will be removed from this sub tab, and here it will show inactive initiative. Here in the templates, because this is a portfolio definition, so here all the definition, all the templates of portfolio will be available, like item templates and initiative templates. These will be available here. Collections, once you will create collections, the details of all created collections within a portfolio will be available here. Similarly, for the reviews, you can see the details, and here you will see the details of buckets. You can create buckets directly from this tab also. Okay, documents, notes, when you are creating any portfolio, so this will be based on some approval, let's say some memos, or let's say some mail approval is there. So you can upload that mail approval or memo here as a reference, so that you can refer it in later stage. Let me upload that document directly here in the ppm server. So new document, select here. Okay, and just I'm selecting this document, and let's say this is a approval portfolio approval document. Check in. Okay, and then save. That's it. So this document is created here. Miscellaneous, you will see users and user roles. Here we can manage the users. Okay, that is for managing ACL, access control list. So let us create some more some buckets here. Okay, so there are two ways to create. You can directly go from this tab. Okay, or you can directly see here. Okay, once you are coming here, once you go back on this screen, you can see here bucket. Okay, so let me create here from this screen only. So here what we are going to do, this is my portfolio Godrej group. Within that, I'll go to the bucket and then go to create and select here, select parent manually. So or create a direct under portfolio. So if you are selecting this first option, system automatically will take portfolio definition as a parent object, and then the bucket will be created within that portfolio definition. So let me go to the continue here, and this will also be the same. Okay, Godrej group ID I'll keep same. Okay, and status select it as a active, and then go to financial and capacity information, select the currency here. So here I'm selecting, let's say, European euro. Capacity unit, I'm selecting days, and here financial period breakdown, I'm selecting annually. Capacity period breakdown, this is also annually. Financial planning start date and finish date, I'm just keeping it starting from 01 then 2022 to 31st 12 2027. Okay, so we will understand exactly how these dates are helping us. We will see when we will discuss capacity planning and financial planning. So I'm keeping the same dates for all the fields. Financial planning start date and finish date, demand plan start date and finish date, current transfer period start date and finish date. Okay, the use, exact use, how it is impacting the bids with the different transactions, we'll understand once we'll go for the capacity and financial planning. So let me save it. So this is the first level of bucket. Now you can see here bucket, and within that we will create more bucket. So the creation of further level of bucket is the same. We can directly go to the through the app bucket app. Otherwise we can create from sub buckets. So I'll create from sub bucket. You click here on sub bucket, go to create bucket, and then select parent manually here. So it is the only one, that's why this definition or this bucket is selected here. So go to continue, and here I'll say it's a Godrej Infotech. Okay, so based on the number range, system is proposing this bucket ID, and in last it is showing me the years 2022 and 39 is the running, and 3 series is for bucket in S/4HANA system. So that's why this automatically generated here. I'll change, you can change as per your requirement. So here I'm saying Godrej Infotech. Save it. So what will happen, whatever the details we kept in first level in financial and period breakdown as a mandatory field, that is also copied here. This will be copied automatically. So if you want to see this, okay, you need to go to sub bucket. Okay, as of now we are in the Godrej Infotech. So now let me create one more bucket. How we can do, we can close it. Okay, now we are here in the Godrej group. I'll create one more bucket. Save. Similarly, I'll create Godrej properties. Okay, then let us see the structure, how it looks like. Now you can see here sub bucket. Okay, and here these are the buckets, sub buckets. Let me close it. 1 second. Okay, so this is a portfolio. Let me refresh it. Go to refresh. These are the bucket which we have created. So if you want to see the bucket structure, you can see in the portfolio. Okay, here also it is written. This is a portfolio, and here you can check portfolio structure. So within the Godrej group, we are having 3 buckets. Okay, so let me close it. And if you want to see it from here, from the main bucket app, you just click here on the bucket. So as of now, it is showing me Sierra Digital. Okay, and here also portfolio, Sierra Digital portfolio. So what happened, because we are having multiple portfolios in the system. So this is the active portfolio as of now for my user ID. Active portfolio means I can execute the transaction for this portfolio. So whenever we need to execute any transaction, we need to select that particular portfolio. We need to make it activate. So first we need to go to switch portfolio here. Okay, so I'm going to select my portfolio. I'm going to activate as of now for myself. This activation is not like you are going to activate separately by setting some status. No, it is just a selection of that particular portfolio here on your screen, so that your upcoming transactions will be executed for same only, because multiple portfolios are there. Okay, so let me select that one, Godrej properties. Godrej properties portfolio. Godrej group we have created, right? Godrej group. So set as a default, I'm selecting go to. Okay. Now this is the active portfolio as of now. So this is how you can create portfolio definition and bucket structure. Combinedly, we are calling it as a portfolio standard structure. So in next session, we'll understand how we can create a portfolio for classification hierarchy, and then further we'll take it forward.